We're delighted that the new Duke Student Wellness Center has opened, and that at this point in time we are able to offer to our students the services and programs provided by Student Health, by Counseling and Psychological Services, Duke Reach, and Do Well. And in the not too distant future, we will also be offering the services of the pharmacy, which will be not only available to students but to staff and faculty. And we, of course, right now are also offering services through physical therapy. This is a comprehensive, holistic approach to student wellness. And our feeling and philosophy is that students need to learn how to be healthy, and they also have to realize that being healthy allows them to learn. So it's a dual approach that we have here, and we hope that over time, this holistic, comprehensive approach will not only make our services and programs more convenient and more easily accessible and available to students, but it will also be a model for students to recognize and realize that their mind and their body are one and the same, and that when they're not feeling well, they're not performing at their very best. So in many ways, we could call this a center for flourishing. We could call this a center for thriving at Duke. And at the end of the day, we will be successful and our students will be successful if we can all join together and realize that our health is connected to everything that we do. I would also say that we want students to recognize that being well, being healthy, is not the opposite of being sick. And just because one isn't sick doesn't mean that one is necessarily well. So we have a lot of work to do. We have some wonderful challenges ahead of us, and it's just going to be a remarkable time at Duke, because for the first time in the history of this institution, we have all of these services and programs in one very convenient location, located at a place on campus that we now call the Campus Center. And this is enabling us to shine a very bright light on an area of student life that we believe is extremely important, and that is the health and wellness of your sons and daughters. We've also had the good fortune with the construction of this new building to receive a very generous donation from a Duke alum who is committed to the notion of rest, relaxation, recognizing that being in the present, embracing the moment is extremely important as well in this whole concept of wellness. And as a result of this donor's vision, we have been able to create behind the Wellness Center a meditation garden. It's on the side of the building that faces the Anderson Woods, and so it alone will provide students with the opportunity to find a space on campus where they really can reflect. They can take a break from the stress and tensions of their day. They can take advantage of a labyrinth, a walking labyrinth, where they will be able to truly reflect on their lives, their aspirations, their stresses, and think about how they wish to approach the rest of their Duke career. This garden will become an integral part of the building and will be available to students towards the end of March. Actually, we will have a grand opening or an open house on Friday, March the 24th, and anyone who is on campus we invite to come and take a tour of the building and see all the wonderful things that this building, including the meditation garden, have to offer. Because our students' commitment to their own wellness is truly a lifelong commitment, we want to make certain that while they're at Duke, they understand how to access health care, and they understand how to do things as simple as make an appointment, call their doctor's office, fill a prescription. So one thing that we would encourage our parents to do, our Duke parents to do, is to help guide students to those resources, how to make an appointment, how to fill a prescription, but not actually do it for them. And allow us to work with those students to figure out how to fit that into their daily schedule and how to make that a normal part of their life, because frankly, when they leave Duke, that's something that they're going to have to be able to do on their own. The Student Wellness Center is designed in somewhat of a unique way in that the clinical services that are being provided for our students are actually behind closed doors, in the back of the house, in very private settings. And when you enter this building, frankly, you don't even realize you are in a clinical building, a place where clinical services are being offered. Because our goal was that when you walk in the building, you automatically feel better because of the bright light, the bright natural light, and the beauty of the space. Our hope is that students will use the lobby areas, the atria areas in the building, whether they feel good or they feel bad, whether they are trying to access services or not. And that, again, that wellness will become a very normal and natural part of their everyday life here.